Hello everybody, welcome back if you're just joining us. My name is Diggett Starnes, and today doing a friendly favor, a friend, being friendly to a friend, I don't know. So what we've got going on here, one of my good buddies, we were in the Army together and have stayed in close contact, lives about an hour from me. He just purchased this property probably about 4 or 5 months ago, and been out here a couple times. And what we have behind me, this used to be a pond, and as you can see, it's very overgrown and it has also been drained. It's just an eyesore, it's a mess, but that's okay. I got the 333 out here with the grapple, and we're just gonna start tearing into this and see how far we can get. We've got about a day and a half. Stupid me, I borrowed a brush cutter from my friend, and I get it here and it's not working. He's like, oh yeah, that's the one that the gearbox blew up on, so I should have grabbed the other one. My fault there. But I kind of tested the waters a little bit right here just to see how soft this was. This is all very good clay. It's a little loose on top, but stability, I think we're gonna be okay. And then I think the goal is to thin up all the woods back here as well, so he's got clear line of sight across his property. We're gonna take out some of the dead trees. We're gonna light some stuff on fire and just some general tomfoolery. So without further ado, I'm gonna try and be real good with the camera angles. I'm gonna try and get all different kinds of angles, hopefully make this super interesting. But here we go. We're gonna see how much of this property we can reclaim. So I actually sold this machine to him. It's a 1998 Honda Foreman 400 full-time four-wheel drive, and she is a mean unit. Reliable as all get out. Cameron, Geartez. Oh yeah. Show them how it's done.
All right.
Fuck it. Roll, hey, roll tide.
Let's do it.
Hit that puddle. Oh, you let out. You killed it. You killed it.
Darn. It's up to the fucking engine.
Okay, so keep going.
Why? It's gonna suck fucking water in.
No, it's not, dude. The air filter's higher up than that, I promise you. I've sank so many Hondas, dude. You would have made it if you kept into it. If you would have kept into the throttle, you would have made it.
Fucking pull me out, dude.
No, I'm not pulling you out. Fucking fire her up.
It's fucking, the exhaust is filled now, dude.
No, it's not. Your exhaust is above water. You're being a puss about it. Fire it up. It's a Honda boat. Run it. Put it in low. Ride through it. Go. Rock it back and forth. Rock it back and forth. Put it in reverse. Alright, you should probably stop. Hey, skirts! Yeah, buddy. I'd keep it running if I was you.
Darn, fucking pull me out.
Dude, you're getting water in the exhaust. Fire it up and keep it running.
Dude, no, it's just fucking pull me out, man. Here.
Okay.
Pull me the fuck out.
All right, I'm gonna go get the excavator. All right, All right, let's do it.
Let's go get our friend out the mud.
It's a Honda. Fucking fire it up. Look, you spit all the water out. Hondas don't hydro lock. They just keep running. Yeah, dude, you're good. Unhook it. Day 2, or I guess day 1, because I barely picked at things yesterday. So here we are. As you can see behind me, we decided yesterday. Well, let me give you a little backstory. This is one of my most bestest Army buddies, and then one of my other very, very good Army friends is coming over later because he lives right down the road. So we decided after looking at things yesterday, we're like, hey, we could restore and rebuild this pond in the matter of a day and a half, 2 days. And doing stuff for good friends like this, it's basically a favor on my part. And the rules of, you know, being a good friend and doing a favor is beer, booze, food, fuel. So that's the cost of it. And also, you know, it has to be when work isn't that busy. So weather's been okay. It's the slow time of year. So coming out here on a weekend, he's covering the beer, the booze, the food, the fuel, and the rental of the excavator. And of course I donated the use of the skid steer. And we're gonna clean all this up, and we are going to restore the pond. So the nice thing about the mini excavator is we'll be able to track down where I wouldn't want to get the skid steer, and let's say the skid steer does get stuck, the excavator can pull it out. So it's a win-win. For a few $100s, we have all the right stuff, and without further ado, let's tear into this bad boy. Okay, so gotten a bunch of stuff done since the clearing was done. Started getting things filled in across here. Luckily we have a good firm bottom. I didn't time lapse everything because it would have been like hours and hours and hours of footage. So making sure we get everything, but no reason for you guys watching an hour of time-lapsed video that was, you know, real time, several hours. So Gertz is over there getting some brush cleaned up. I think we're just gonna leave that big log down in there. And if you guys are concerned, because I know somebody's gonna be concerned about compaction and then about all this stringy stuff in here. This material is so dense and has such a high moisture content right now, and it's so overbuilt. I mean, to retain this much water, it's only going to be like 7-8 feet deep. To retain this much water, like, you'd only need a dam like 3 feet wide at the top. So this is way overkill. It's not going to leak a drop. And yeah, there's a little bit of vine brush crap mixed in, a little bit of undesirable soil, but you can see where we're down to good clay all through here. But it's mixing in just fine. You can see the consistency of it. This will be real nice. So I'm gonna put the drone up in the air and do some time lapse of building this in. All right, what a difference we have here. This is like take 8 because these GoPro batteries get cold and decide they don't have any batteries. So I'm very mad. It's either always out of memory or the batteries don't work. So I'm buying 5 new batteries tomorrow and an ungodly amount of memory. Like ungodly. Anyway. Yeah, got her all finished up. He's gonna come through. He's got a little tractor. He's gonna pick up all the little bits and everything else like that. This is kind of a spur of the moment. We weren't even planning on doing a pond, but he got a pond back. I'll show you over here. Lined the front and the back with good clay. Now, I know some of you are gonna say it. You're gonna be like, where's your compactor? You need a compactor. That's never gonna hold. That's never gonna hold. Well, this is like perfect clay. I bet you I could throw it in a loose pile in the shape of this dam, not even run over it, and it'd still hold water. That's how good it is. So, and when you're doing, I've done, oh God, a dozen small ponds like this with a skid steer and a mini excavator, and I just track them in. And I've done over half a dozen where I've rebuilt an existing dam, 100% success, and also done another, you know, 5 or 6 that were the creation of ponds smaller than this with just a skid steer and just using the skid steer for compaction, and it's always more than sufficient. Now, the grading doesn't look the best right now. That's okay. He's got a box blade and a small tractor. And then with something like this where it had such a high moisture content and it's not warm or dry this time of year, basically I'll be coming back sometime in the summer and brushing this up, and then we're also going to clear further back on the property. So I'm going to show you guys an aerial view and we are out of here.